Let's start podcasting.
Okie dokie. What are we talking about? I don't even know.
We are talking about... I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, I don't have a plan. You're driving. I usually drive.
I didn't know I was driving.
Yep. You can't drive, period. And you can't drive a shopping cart. I figured out today.
I drive a shopping cart just fine.
Ask the lady you about ran over today and ran into a shelf.
Well, that's because you put a stupid shelf in it that I
Oh,
had to
where
run
is
around
that?
with. It's in the closet.
Oh, man. Well, you still should be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Compensate for that. Like,
Well,
there's something
did
big
the
in
rest
here.
of the trip.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I did a great job.
Another thing that happened at Walmart, which I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, but it happened to me today. Why are you rolling your eyes and acting weird?
I'm not rolling my eyes.
You rolled your head.
I did. I have a kink.
Oh my gosh, I have a kink, whatever.
I'm old. I have kinks and crinks.
Anyway, we were checking out at Walmart.
Yes, we were.
And I hear this man say to Jeff, "You look just like more and more like your dad every day." And I turn around, and it's this guy we used to go to church with, and I thought he had passed away. Like, I thought, and I'm not funny, but I did. I looked and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm seeing a ghost." I thought for sure that man had passed away.
That's weird that you thought that.
Well, I don't know why I thought that.
I don't know why.
Has that ever happened to you?
No.
You're no fun. It's kind of like when you are in a different. Okay, if you're in a different state and you see somebody that you think is somebody, but there's no way it could be because they live somewhere else.
Right.
Have you done that?
The doppelganger?
Yeah, maybe it's a doppelganger kind of thing. He's already yawning. I'm over it.
Yes, I have. I've seen that.
You've done that?
Yeah, I've done that.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're coming at me about my yawning.
Oh my gosh, every time we turn the freaking microphones on, you're
My
yawning.
brain needs more oxygen, obviously.
Obviously.
So it's getting it.
I guess.
It's getting it.
I think that's weird. Do you believe that everybody has a doppelganger?
Yes. Supposedly there is a specific number, a certain number range of people that look exactly like you on this planet.
Not exactly.
Exactly.
There's no way. It's chromosomes.
Exactly.
You are making it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
Because you don't know, and you just said that.
I know it, and I don't know the number exactly. In my mind, it's like 6.7.
No, not exactly. Like he resembles you or something.
How many people on Earth look exactly like me?
Oh my gosh, he's so weird. I do get that a lot. Like people know me from somewhere. So I think...
Hold on a minute.
Oh, wait.
They found that there's about a 1 in 135 chance that a pair of complete doppelgangers exists somewhere in the world. But the likelihood of someone walking around looking identical to you specifically in all 8 facial features is only 1 in a trillion.
Oh, but you said at least 6 people.
Creepy, but not likely.
You said... No, I'm going back
you know
on
what?
this.
I
No,
don't
shut
I
up.
don't like this
Hold
source.
on. No,
I'm going to look elsewhere.
Jeff just said, there are 6 people on this planet that look exactly like you.
6.7.
You said that.
You have at least 6 doppelgangers out there in the world. It says it right there.
Okay, so you like that source at the end, what it says.
Yeah, it's what is it called? It's
I don't know.
It's confirmation bias. It's confirming my belief. So that's the one I'm going. That's what we do in our country is we confirmation bias.
So you're just going to search and
search. We
search.
take whatever supports our argument. It was under the one, but the one didn't understand what I said, I think. When I read it.
This is how our arguments go. Because when he's
finding your doppelganger,
when he's proven wrong in an argument, he says, "But you misunderstood me, or I said that wrong."
This is www.audacity.com.
Oh, that makes it
so
better.
It's super legit, and it says right here, scientists say you have at least 6 doppelgangers somewhere in the world. I was 0.7 off.
A doppelganger, what is the definition? That's not exactly like you.
Have you ever met someone who could literally be your identical twin?
Except
they're not related to you or connected to you in any way.
It's chromosomal. You can't.
Believe it or not,
oh my gosh.
Scientists say that statistically every person has roughly 6 doppelgangers out in the world.
But what does doppelganger mean?
That means there are 7 people with your face, including you, out there. Whoa, that many good-looking dudes all on one planet.
I don't even believe
6
that you're
of
reading
us.
that. You're making this up. You have the phone over there. What is the definition?
Go to twinstrangers.net.
I'm going to get my... You're weird. Like, I don't even believe any of that.
This is true. I will list the
What
link.
is the definition of a doppelganger?
I will list the link in the podcast for you to click on.
Okay, that's
peeps. I tell you what, the thing about me is I bring fresh facts all the time. That's just what I do.
A doppelganger is a ghostly double or counterpart of a living person. So that doesn't say anywhere that they look exactly like you.
What it's saying is what you said. It's very hard to tell apart, but you know they're not the person.
Right.
Right?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would believe that. I think there are people who resemble, or like really closely resemble, like, oh my gosh, you guys be twins. I'm not saying that. But there's no way, I don't think that it's medically possible or scientifically possible that someone can look exactly like you.
I agree with that.
There's no way.
Let's go with doppelganger's definition. I like that. So they're saying 6. That's why when I read the top one, I said that looks like me. The other one was doppelganger.
But you originally said looks exactly like me, has...
That's the problem, is I said exactly like me. If I would have said doppelganger, then we'd have got the 6.
Or resembles you.
Resembles me.
Yeah.
So...
You're still spreading fake news.
It's not fake news. There's
Yes, it
6
is.
doppelgangers out there.
But that's not what you go read it back, listen to it back. You said there are 6 people on this planet that look exactly like me.
I did say that, but
Okay.
I'll take that back.
Thank you. That's all I need you to do.
My exact is like I just was meaning doppelganger, right? I just said it wrong.
Of course. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how our fights go. He's wrong, and then he twists it to somehow be right.
Well, I think you, instead of just accepting it and saying, yeah, I know what you're saying.
I don't know what you're saying because I know there's nobody on this planet that looks exactly like me.
Gosh, could you imagine?
Unless you're
2
twins.
women
And
that
twins
look
make
like
sense
you?
because it's chromosomal. It's from 2 people, the same, they have the same mom and dad.
Right.
And then
right.
they were fertilized at the same exact time, so that does make sense.
They were 2 sperm fighting at the egg, and they were like, everybody else is gone. Let's make a deal, like on Big Brother. Let's just make a deal.
No, it's 1 sperm,
I
and it
won't
splits.
kill you.
Isn't that
Oh,
how it
really?
works? I don't
didn't
know.
I thought maybe they got there and it was like everybody's fighting to get in, and it just was like, you know what? We're just going to take both.
Maybe
of
that is how it goes. Now,
Or wait,
I don't know.
Do they go to separate eggs? They don't both get
I don't
one egg.
see. I don't
do they?
know.
And then split apart.
Why don't you just start talking and making stuff up like you normally do?
Because this is twin stuff, and
Okay.
I'm not well versed in twin stuff. This is actually my first deep dive on twins.
How are twins
Inside.
conceived?
Inside the body, I don't know if they're 2 separate sperms.
Okay, hold on. Ready?
That swam in there.
Well, let me tell you. Please don't say that word.
Swimming jizz.
Ew, gross. To form identical or something twins, 1 fertilized egg splits and develops into 2 babies with exactly the same genetic information. So, to form a fraternal twin, 2 eggs are fertilized by 2 sperm and produce 2 genetically unique children. So I think that it's 1 sperm that fertilizes 1 egg, and then it splits and develops to 2. Okay, so I think there's 1 egg, there's 1 sperm, and then that egg split.
Okay.
Some twins, you can't even tell that you wouldn't even, there's...
Very hard to tell apart.
Well, that's identical.
Identical, yes.
Fraternal is like...
Now I got it.
Yeah.
Identical kind of makes, it kind of sets
kind of
it
speaks
apart.
for itself.
Yeah.
Um,
What's the deal with twins? Why are twins so cool to some people?
I don't know. Maybe we should get some twins on here.
Would you think like 2 twin dudes that are totally handsome, sexy, and ripped in no shirt at a fire station together, would that be hot? Is that hot?
No.
No, okay. Because some people think that's really hot.
I don't. I mean, I think they'd be attractive, but I don't want them in the same room at the same time. No.
Gotcha. Okay.
No.
So I think some people do.
I think that's really gross.
That's not my thing. But there's some fascination people have with twins.
I just think that's gross.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's gross. I think it's really gross, but it's because they're related, and I don't like all that. That's
Yeah,
just,
the related thing throws me off a little bit.
that's just weird.
It's a little strange.
I don't. Nope. Not doing that.
No.
Anyway, I don't know how we got onto this subject, but
I just had the question for you. Anyway, twins, fraternal, identical. They're all cool.
I would like to meet my doppelganger, so because I have 6.7 apparently.
Six, not 6.7.
Oh.
That's my estimation, which was
Oh.
really close.
Okay, so 6.
6. I would like to meet them too. I'd like to meet those attractive ladies.
Oh my gosh, no! I feel sorry for them. If you look anything like me, I do.
Whatever. You're a beautiful lady.
I am
stunning.
aging like
Fine wine.
nope.
Fine wine.
I'm aging. What's the opposite of aging like fine wine?
I don't know.
Well, I'm doing it, whatever it is.
No, you're not.
Jeff, yes, I am.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you.
I'm complimenting you
Well,
in a genuine way.
if you say so.
Thank you.
You're
That
welcome.
works for me.
You're welcome. What else is going on in
If
your
you
life? I want to change the subject right now.
What's going on in my life? Well, work, kids, grandkid. That's about it.
Well, that's really interesting.
Yeah. March Madness.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. I become a single woman during March Madness.
You're not
Does it kick off tomorrow?
Oh, shoot.
Are we not recording this?
No, it just said something about an error, but we'll see. We'll just keep.
Oh my gosh.
It keeps saying right error. I don't know what that means.
Right, like
WRITE error. Exclamation point.
WR, like right, like you're writing something?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I wonder if there's something wrong with the SD card.
I don't know. We could be saying all this for nothing.
We could be.
Anyway, does it officially start tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Kicks off midday, noon. Get your
On-
bracket done. Make sure you get your
I'm not
bracket
doing
done.
a stupid bracket ever again in my entire existence. I'm not doing it.
You didn't do too bad on your bracket.
Well, I'm not doing it anymore. I don't like anything about it. So I will be single starting tomorrow.
You're not single.
I feel that way.
How? You're still married to me.
When March Madness is on.
That's crazy talk.
It's not. Be on this side of it, bruh.
Bruh. I am.
Your
when you're
phone will
wa-
start
when you're-
going again. I'm talking to my people.
When
I'm
you're,
talking to.
when you're obsessed with The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
I'm not.
and
I
I've
never. I
gotta-
don't
I
ever
get
watch The
ignored.
Bachelor or Bachelorette. When fantasy football's on, he's constantly on his phone, and I joke around all the time. I'm like, who are you texting? I'm my league. I'm texting my league.
My homies.
My league. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. Like if a bunch of women like got on and started texting in a big group about like a show, you all and like we had pieces of paper. We picked characters on the show, and if they said certain words or did certain acts, we get points.
That's a good idea.
You guys would make fun of us until the end of time.
Isn't that what you're doing?
I mean, I know women play fantasy football too. I did, but what?
Isn't that what you're doing? Is making fun?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so.
yeah.
Which I'm totally okay with.
I mean, I don't care. Obviously, I don't care. But then you have this big. I don't know. It's a big ordeal. I think it's kind of funny.
It is fun. It's very fun.
Oh,
it's
I know
enjoyable.
it's fun.
And
But you don't understand. You guys, you may play fantasy football, and that's all good and well. Maybe you meet up on, a group chat on game day. This group chat goes on and on and on and on through the whole entire non-stop.
nonstop. It's always going on.
Your nose is never out of the phone.
My nose is out of the phone.
Not during fantasy football. Hardly ever. It's hardly out of your phone now.
It's March Madness.
Oh, Jeff. Let me tell you something.
Well, it sounds like we got some things to work on. It sounds
No,
like
no,
we
no,
need to
I'm
see
just
a counselor
saying.
maybe.
No, I'm just saying, like, usually it's the man giving the woman a hard time about being in her phone. I'm
Really?
not saying I'm not on my phone. I am, but I'm about less than you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
So you're giving me a hard time about being on my phone?
I mean, no, not really.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. I'm just saying. I think it's funny. She can't take the dogs out without being on his phone. He can't
Well,
sit
why
outside
would
without
I?
being on his
Why
phone.
would I
He
not?
can't go to
If
the
I'm gonna-
bathroom without taking his phone
I've got
and being on his phone.
TikTok.
I know, but it's just like weird to me.
I can go out without. I can take the dogs out with being on my phone.
He grills on the grill. He has his phone on.
Well, what else am I going to do?
Like, live a life without your screen on and in your face.
Well, that sounds.
Enjoy the
I'm out there by
surroundings.
myself, just chilling, drinking a brewski.
Not always by yourself. No, you're not.
Most of the time when I'm grilling, I'm by myself outside.
I usually am
90%
sitting
of the
out
time.
there when you're.
Sometimes.
Okay.
You're usually inside
Here
fixing
recently,
other things.
because I've been preoccupied with the baby, but I don't know. It's fine. I don't care. I'm just saying. I'm making a point.
Okay.
It's like
It's good. Get it out. The second list this podcast is our fighting. Runyon's fighting.
we are hardly fighting because
You sound
you
very
have to be upset and
angry.
mad about something in order to actually be fighting about it. It's not fighting, it's a conversation.
But you sound mad.
This fits the TikTok that I did today.
You kind of sound mad. What the
I'm
way
not
you're talking.
mad. I talk like this when I'm passionate about something.
Passionate, mad.
People
It's a thin
always say
line.
I'm yelling or I'm mad, and it's not.
I didn't say you're yelling. You're not yelling.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the kids will say, they'll be like, why are you I'm not yelling. It's the tone of my voice that I use, and like the fluctuation of my voice when I'm passionate about something.
So you're passionate about
I'm
being-
not passionate was the wrong word. When I'm trying to get a point across, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not mad. You would know. You know when I'm mad.
I never really noticed you being mad about or saying anything.
What?
So I don't notice you being mad or saying anything negative to me about it. So
I'm not. I'm just making an observation and making a point. It was all about March Madness and me being single during March Madness, and that you're on your phone during the stupid other one, fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Let me play this sound from TikTok. I did this today. This fits perfect. Hold on.
I think where we differ is that you refer to it as arguing, whereas I refer to it as a discussion to help you understand that you're wrong.
Exactly. That's what we just did. It's just a discussion.
It's just discussion. It's just discussion.
No, I listen. I think we're all on our. To be fair, I think we're all on our phones too long. I mean, I'm obviously on my phone too. I'm not sitting. I'm not saying that I sit here at night and don't have my phone on and I'm watching TV and he's just over there on his phone ignoring me. That's not the story I'm trying to tell. My point is, I do see him on his phone way more than I'm on mine. That's my whole point. But I think we're all, as a whole, most of us are on our phones too much.
1,000,000%.
You know what I mean?
I'm definitely on
everything.
my phone too much. I agree.
Yeah. Like,
it's an addiction. We just get used to, like, it becomes muscle memory.
It is an addiction.
It's a muscle memory thing where you just automatically, you just do it.
I wish I was strong enough to be able to just.
Turn your phone off.
Yawning. Turn my phone off at like 8:30 at night because listen, but then I can't because we have a daughter that lives on her own. But I guess we could tell them something like, we don't have our phones in our hands from. Okay, let's just be fair. Let's say 9:30. From 9:30 the rest of the night, they're on, and if you need us, you can call us. Call, not text. Call us if you need something. We're here. I mean, shoot, most of our kids. And then there's 2 that are on their own, but they could call us. The others that are here, if they really need us, they could walk up here like the old-fashioned way.
This is true.
And get us and say, hey, I need you. It probably would be a lot less stressful for me.
Yes.
Especially because I get texts from the kids a lot at night. That's not necessarily like an emergency or really even necessary.
Right.
But at the same time, if I did that, I would miss it. Like we chit chat, like the kids and I like chit chat about stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I guess I could chit chat with him and say, okay, I'm turning my phone off now. Love you. Good night. And then put it down and then not get on social media anymore. Not check Instagram, not check Facebook, not check TikTok, not check email.
Not check TikTok.
I know, what a crazy talk. But do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I don't know that I'm strong enough to do that. Maybe that could be an activity for me. I don't know.
That would be good.
It's just your phone is such a distraction.
I think it would be very relieving.
But here's the thing. It would be. But if I did that and my phone did ring, I would it would send me into a heart attack because I'd be like, I told the kids, only call if you really need something. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what I want to do with that.
That reminds me of a story my brother told me about a friend of ours that has been struggling lately. He's having a tough time, but at his church, guy noticed, and the guy came to him, and he leads a men's group, whatever, and he said, I need you to just trust me and say yes to what I'm about to ask you. God spoke to me. I feel like you need this. I feel like I needed it. I think you do. And he said, okay. And so what it is it was a men's retreat for a long weekend. But he said, they came to my house to pick me up. I came outside. It was for 4 days. I came outside. They said, do you have your phone on you? And he goes, yeah. He said, take it back to your wife and your watch.
Oh, wow.
And he said, so for 4 days, all I did was ate and prayed.
Wow.
And then he said it changed his life completely. Changed his way of looking at things, connecting.
Did they do activities or did they just eat and pray?
They basically ate.
So it was a monk retreat.
Kind of like that. They were in the woods. They did dude stuff. You know what I mean? Like just had conversations and growth and just focused on.
I mean, did they play cards?
Yeah,
or
probably.
Scrabble?
Yeah,
I'm
sure they played cards and games and stuff like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I just asked that. Did they? All they did was eat and sleep. I'm a literal person. We already know this.
Yes. But the point is it got away from everything.
I've been telling you for a long time I want to go off the grid, but you won't take me seriously. We can eat, we can pray. That's fine.
I do take you seriously.
No, and here I sit.
What am I supposed to get you off? I couldn't get you off the grid if I had to. I would have to.
You could.
I would have to kidnap you.
Said I've already told you this. I've already told you this a long time ago. I wrote down examples of what I mean about being romantic, and that was one of them. Showing up wherever I am at the time, whether it's just getting off work or whether it's just at home or wherever, saying, I already packed your bag.
Right.
And we're going out of town. Or if you don't feel comfortable packing my bag, just say, I'm taking you home. You have no choice but to pack your bag. You've got 30 minutes and then you're going to get back in the car and we're going somewhere. And we're going somewhere. And I've already told your mom, I've already told the kids the phone number where we're going to be, because when we get there, there's no service or you can't have your phone. I mean, what's that? I'm just saying.
Okay, cool. Do I have to have? It's not like I don't need a gun or anything, like a role play thing, like where I'm holding you up.
I mean, if you want to tie me up, no, I'm just kidding.
Pack your bag. You got 3 more minutes.
No, but the thing is, I'm such a control freak.
You're like I'm blindfolded
But like here's the thing: you'd have to have everything. It'd be a lot of work for you, which would make it even more appreciative, because you would have to call my mom, get everybody lined out, get everybody's schedules organized, make sure everybody's taken care of, and make sure everybody knows we won't have our phones, but here's the number that you call in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of work.
That would be, but it'd be pretty cool.
But it's something that I do every time we go on a trip. I'll have you know. Except the emergency part, because we usually always have our phones.
Right.
But getting all that lined up is something.
It'd be interesting, and we'd have to, you'd just give them a landline.
Well, Michael told us about that one place that's pretty much you lose signal.
Oh, that's right. The mountains in Canaan, I think. Somewhere,
yeah.
Maybe.
It would be hard for me not to make the phone call.
Go a couple towns over. And give him a phone call. I don't know, but then that's beside the point of being off the grid. So I need a soft off the grid. Like I don't know if I should go hardcore off the grid or if I should do soft off the grid. It wouldn't hurt to go hardcore off the grid. Everybody'd miss each other. It'd be good for you to reset a little bit.
We kind of went off the grid before we had like the kind of cell phones that we have now, when we went on a cruise and left Maddie here when I found out I was pregnant with Brooke.
That's
because
right.
we didn't talk to them. I think maybe actually that's not true. I think we at one of those ports we talked to my mom. I think we checked on Maddie, but it was very quick.
It was a quick.
It was
call.
like, is she okay? Nothing's wrong.
It was one of those calling cards, like
everything's good.
Out.
Yep. It literally was 3 minutes.
You know what the difference about today and then was? We didn't have the addiction. We didn't have the attachment to any. It was already in our minds. It's like you're going to go somewhere. Everywhere we went, we couldn't talk to people. If we went to Florida, we'll try to call you while we're there. Yeah. It wasn't like you could text when you got to freaking Withville and you're like, well, we stopped in Withville.
Yeah. Well, it's even more than that now. Like,
you can watch me.
I was just going to say, I mean, but it's kind of nice though.
It's very nice.
Because then I don't have to bug you. Like, where are you now? Like, where are you now? Like, are you there? You know what I mean? I knew when you got there before you even got there.
Right.
Not that I stalk you, but I would just check every once in a while, be like, wonder where he is.
No,
And
I would do
we're talking
the
about Life
exact
360,
same thing, yeah.
but it's nice though, because, and I've talked about this before, but it's nice to be able to, especially if you have kids that live not with you, that are, that are grown and in college or even living on their own, whatever, to be able to know when they're home. Like, I don't care what Maddie does. I don't care where she goes. She's 21 years old.
No.
I mean, I care, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to stress if I see her at a club. Okay, she's at a club. But it's very reassuring when I see her at that club and I get up in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. to go to the bathroom and I look at Life 360 and she's at her apartment.
Yeah.
That's what makes me feel good.
Right.
Not like, I wonder if she made it back. You can't text her because if she is back, she's probably asleep, passed out somewhere.
Yeah.
But is she passed out at home or is she passed out at the club? Oh, I see on here she's home. That's great. You know what I mean? I like that.
I like it too.
I think we've talked about that before, but I think people do misuse it with their kids. I'm not, man, this podcast has been all over the place. We're not helicopter parents, like,
no.
Never have been.
Actually, this was not our idea.
No, it wasn't. It was actually,
the kids pulled us in a room. We're like, let's all be on a Live 360 group.
No. Well, yeah, they did. But before that, the reason I got Life 360 was for Nate. It was his first day of middle school this year.
Oh,
He's in 7th grade, but last year, they didn't go because of the Rona. And he was I could tell he was apprehensive because he's never ridden a bus. Even up till 7th grade, I always took him to school and picked him up. But situations this year was he needed to ride the bus. So I could tell he was apprehensive.
Right.
Because he's like, what am I going to learn? I was like, would it help if we if we got the Life 360 app and I can put you on there and you can see me and I can see you? And he got real excited about it. So we did that. And then when we told the girls we had it, they said, well, we got to start a circle. So it was
right.
that part was their idea.
Yeah.
So we have them all on there and we can just see, where they are. And,
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like when Maddie leaves here, if she's driving back to Huntington, I can be like, okay, she's home safe.
Right.
Right. So it's nice.
Right.
It's nice.
And they use it for us too, to see, like, if there's someplace and we're picking them up, like when Brooke's at work, she can see where I am. I'm almost there. It's just nice to have. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, back in the day, if you went on a trip, you more than likely, were maybe going to, if you're on a week trip, maybe talk to people back home once, because you had to pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah. Yes.
So when we went on that cruise, I just had to have faith that my mom had it under control. She was able to take her to the doctor. I mean, Maddie was like, 2.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe a little younger than 2.
Maybe a little bit younger than 2, but not
you had
much.
Brooke when Maddie wasn't quite 3.
Yeah, she was like 2 years and like 2 years and 10 months.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, so I think we did call once and literally just check in quick, and that was it. And we just had to have faith that, she knows how to get control or a hold of the ship if something really bad happens, and then we'll be paged out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like a weekend like that would actually kind of be nice.
It would be nice. I would agree with that. It would be nice. Get off the grid.
Yep.
Reset a little
Cannot
bit.
be reached. Cannot be reached. Cannot
reach anybody.
Cannot do TikToks. Cannot do anything. Maybe we take our podcast equipment. We podcast about the experience.
Do a lot of podcasting. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say maybe we do a TikTok live, but we couldn't because
it's a random one.
Podcast has been brought to you by
Live 360.
Randomness. Live 360. And it's called Life 360.
Sorry. This podcast is brought to you by Life 360.
There you go.
There you go.
I hope this podcast recorded, to be honest, because
well,
I'm not 100%
about over. I'm going to
sure.
start listening to it in a second. Once we get off here, I'm going to leave my headphones on. I'm going to play it and see.
We might need a new operator of the equipment.
That's not even cool.
I'm joking.
I do a great job.
You do. I'm kidding.
With the equipment. It's very simple, so I can handle it.
Oh, please. You crazy.
You crazy girl.
All right, that's all I've got.
That's all I've got. Good night and good luck.